We have to go. Right this instant. Calm down, Garcia. Didn't Officer Mont say that things in Petrichor have returned to normal? Sir, please have faith in the good gentlemen of the club. They are brilliant people. They will be fine, the threat notwithstanding. Yes. I know Babis is very clever and that Machant always has a strategy handy, but neither of them is good at dealing with malicious intent. I sent them letters to warn them, but that despicable merchant was far too cunning for them. The humanity. Good folk are always being taken advantage of by the bad. In that case, we can only put our faith in Mr. Bosset and hope that the Fontaine Research Institution can see the club members through. See the Daydream Club itself blown sky high, more like. I could pull it back down even if it does. My dear traveler, you're here at last! Wondrous. Come, let us be off immediately. Good to see you, traveler. Paimon, you've been doing well, I can tell. Hey there, Kea. Hee. It's just Paimon, or did you get prettier since we last saw you? We do have a poem in Liyue. How does it go now? Something like... I think I remember. Even in fields of flower, mine eyes dither to stray. Something like that. It was an anthology I read once. Thank you, Luton. Liyue truly is a comprehensive repository of poetic wonders. In which case, let us depart in the name of said wonders. You're blushing. Hardly. I was simply too warm. Yes, so worrisome were the wind and the waves that I wear a few extra layers. Is that so? You know, Paimon couldn't tell just by looking. All right, everyone, let's go. Everything is ready. My apologies, Mr. Garcia. I would have gotten you a few layers more if only we had known that you were so afraid of the cold. In that case, please head to Petrichor first. I'll be waiting for some colleagues here first, and we will join you shortly. The group quickly sets out on the road to Petrichor. Petrichor, my homeland. How lovely, how familiar, how... Quiet, sir. Is your hometown famed for its tranquility? Of course not. Babis and Machant make all manner of crash and clamor every day. Never mind anyone else. Wait. Machant, Babis, we have to go to the club first. Come with me, quickly. Was that real? Or just an illusion? I saw it. I cannot tell either, but... What have I done? Oh, Archons, help us. Machant! Babis! I saw what happened at the club and feared something must have happened to you. Where's Estee? What about Grispon? Garcia? I must be dreaming, or have I always been? What brings you back here? Your... Rumeria? No. Archons, my head's just filled with this stuff, isn't it? You're... Garcia? Grunligan, just what are you up to this time? Find another opportunity to exploit? Or are you trying to take credit for our research again? Well, I had considered doing so before, but... Ah, so this is the fellow who covered your research. That's right, that's him. He hired people to tail us and even sent them to search my room, trying to take the numbering machine for himself. It hardly surprises me that you would wait for me in Petrichor once you realized that you wouldn't get anything out of me. I'll have you know, I already wrote a letter. One moment, Garcia. He doesn't quite look right. Paimon would say that about everyone here. Traveler, could it be that... Has Phobos' influence not faded completely? Wait, you mean that they also had that dream and became other Rumerians too? Just like a stay. Right! If they'd been on this island the whole time, then Phobos would have... That was exactly what I was thinking, Garcia. I confess. I was once an awful villain, and I... So, good sir, I assume you plan to lure him over to Petrichor before using the noble sentiments of these friends of yours here to influence him? Seems like a smashing success if you ask me. I must say that had you demonstrated this talent in the past, our work would have gone much more smoothly. Oh my, we might have to re-examine our relationship, dear. Hang on, this isn't the time for jokes. Why was I so obsessed with control before? I truly am beyond help. Don't try anything funny, Grunligan. Machant and Bassis have already placed phonographs in town. All your dastardly ploys have been recorded, sure as we live. Bubbies, Machant, you... The phonographs... Oh yeah, I placed them. And when we took a walk and only talked about stuff to do with making money, truly silly stuff. Investment, stock ownership, promotion, Mora rolling everywhere, all while our minds filled up like giant water bags. But wait, where did I put them? Do you remember, Bubbies? In the, flower pots? The one in the town, next to the bell, the hall, the stone statue, the hall, and with their Mr. Bossuet. Wait, where's he gone? Sir, there are no bells in this area, nor halls or stone statues. Looks like there's no getting through to them. Traveler, please come with me as we search for the phonographs. I fear this is our only lead. Miss Kea, could I trouble you to accompany Mr. Garcia and these gentlemen here? Leave it to me. They do indeed need some taking care of. First, we need to find a way to calm them down. Let me think. A bowl of delicious hot soup would make for a good start. Stupid researchers. Not even a 10,000th of your intelligence. cooperate. Mora, big business. Doesn't work out. We'll just have to make him suffer some. Contract is here. Sign here. Huh? What's happening? A few dull thuds can be heard from the phonograph, and afterwards, no more speaking can be heard. It appears evident that some accident occurred before they finished their conversation. A mixed blessing, as they say. Flower pot, flower pot. Alright, there's nothing at all. It's just a flower pot. This research, big money, a pleasant cooperation. Trust me. The club's original purpose: provide for free. Research belongs to everyone. Work with me. Provide to more people. Professional business channels. Provide for free, huh? A respectable virtue indeed. Flower pot, flower pot. Alright, there's nothing at all, it's just a flower pot. Flower pot, flower pot. Alright, there's nothing at all, it's just a flower pot. We can't convince everyone. Lots of research results. As long as you cooperate, I guarantee. First, maximum dividends. Become the wealthiest researcher. Research whatever you want. Prerequisite: get Garcia. Original data. It seems that he still hasn't figured out why the Daydream Club exists. A shame, I suppose. Thanks to the ingenuity of Mr. Marche and Mr. Bobis, I believe Mr. Grunlegen will find mounting a defense an uphill challenge. Let us return. I believe that Officer Month will be quite interested in our findings. Thank you, kind lady, but I'm still feeling quite dizzy. See? I told you it would work. They're looking much better already. In that case, you should take the opportunity to recover. Before the guards come to recover you, at any rate. That's right, that's right. We've got evidence proving that you're a bad guy, right here. Thank Petrichor, you're back. Did you get those phonographs? Of course, sir. Our plan worked. Bobis recorded this all too clever fellow's words down in full. It's all here in the phonographs. You misunderstand. I shan't deny I did terrible deeds in the past. I'm a scoundrel, rotten to the bone. I simply wish to redeem myself. Miss Kea, did you put some kind of special Sumeru shrooms in your soup? You know, the sort that might make people want to turn their lives around in the blink of an eye? No, I just made a pot of some simple fish soup. No spices either, just salt. Your charm appears most potent. Thank you, though I suspect such charms as I have would only work on one person. What are you up to this time, Grunlegen? I've warned you. The Daydream Club's research will not be used to make a single Mora. We are researchers, not money-grubbing louts. Garcia, please wait. I'm willing to put a little faith in his desire to better himself. I agree. We should at least give him a chance. All right. It seems that things are getting complicated. Let us take all of you to see a doctor first, shall we? No, Garcia, listen to me. We experienced a huge collective dream. In said dream, we had turned into stone statues, yet we weren't fully so. We could still think, see, and hear. I could feel that someone else was in that stone statue besides me. I could see through his eyes and hear through his ears and think along with him through his soul. I was him, yet not him. Me too. I felt like the person with me was a good person, full of ideals and intelligence, who was constantly doing research and work, though not for himself. He was following someone as a musician does a conductor's platoon, but he never once noticed it. What a terrifying life to have led. Oh. Uh-oh, traveler. When he says conductor's platoon, do you think he means? As we thought, they were affected by Phobos. Dear traveler, what are you talking about? Please, for this town's sake, do continue to be our bastion of normalcy. I know where their symptoms come from. You do your best to describe Rumeria and Phobos in the simplest of terms. So you mean to say that our dreams were real and no illusion? It is hard to believe, but your explanation does make sense, traveler. Rumeria, but this is a city that exists only in legend, and even if it exists, that must have been hundreds of years ago now. I cannot recall. It's a real place. I've been there. Were it anyone else, I would have thought them mad. But you've always been truthful, so I will trust you. You have been there? It really exists? Good gods, take me there, please. I must go. Me too. I must see that stone statue. Me too. I must go see him. It is incredibly deep underwater. Not to worry. We have plenty of dive suits at the club. More than enough to get us all down there. Hey, is your place a club or some kind of treasure vault? What don't you have in there? Those dive suits are there thanks to dear Mr. Grispon. He brought them to study underwater hypnotism. I wish him health, no matter where he is. Anyway, enough chit-chat. I'm coming with you all. I, for one, do not believe that Grunlegen will change so easily. In that case, I suppose I'm coming too. Heya, it's dangerous down there. Oh, believe you me, dear, you're not half as skilled as I. Luton, are there enough suits to go around? I counted, milady. Even counting all of us, there are more than enough dive suits. If for any reason you happen to lack one, then my suit will go to you. I'm quite talented at diving without equipment. Where in Liyue did you learn that? Traveler, my teacher was the roaring sea and my growling stomach. The latter taught me quite a few things, too. All right, I suppose our expedition team has been formed. As for who shall take the lead, I believe you to be the best choice, traveler. If you wander about, you'll end up in the Bishop's King's belly. We shall obey your directions then, traveler. never imagined that my first diving trip would be in search of a city I glimpsed in a dream. How fascinating! True, and one that has been sundered from the present for who knows how long, at that. It would have long since been buried in time. Though we haven't found that city yet, this bell is making quite the impression already. Puppies, do you find anything around here familiar? No, sorry. We were in a certain room at that time, and we couldn't move at all. Just like stone statues. Stone statues? But according to you, those statues had a different consciousness within them, right? So you were like the statue's shadow, transitioning time, space, and dreamscape alike. Ah, shame that I did not have that dream myself. Milady, if you had turned into a statue's shadow, I fear Mr. Garcia and I would have had no choice but to interview every stone in Fontaine. Anyway, let's continue onward for now and look for your statue, all right, Machant? It's right there, up ahead. I remember now, I passed this way. Hey, Grunligan, stop right there, you dreaded... Traveler, please go with Machant and the others. I'll get a hold of Grunligan. Yes, sir. I will keep an eye on Miss Kea, as I would have, even if you had not managed to ask me in time. Nice to see that he's in such high spirits. In that case, traveler, let us go on ahead. With any luck, Machant's statue won't be too hard to find. It's you. Yes, I know it. I dreamed of you. So this is... That's right. In the dream, I was his shadow. He seemed to have been studying something known as a high-altitude aqueduct. Even as a statue, he was constantly going over the details of his engineering. How to lay it down across complex terrain, what materials to use, the length and width of said waterway. That was what made him happy in life. He did not need to think of anything else. And here I was, thinking about some strange aquabus design. It was true happiness. He was pondering an aquabus's specifications, style, and the time required to build it. Still together despite turning into statues. Guess you guys really are fated in some weird way. They're pretty passionate about their work, huh? I respect their love for their research, but at the same time, I felt sad for them. I too salute and mourn him. Is it because their research failed to bear fruit in the end? No, nothing like that. There was just something missing in their research. Hey everyone, could you lend me a hand? Grunlegen's statue appears to have sunk and is tangled in seagrass. We can't get rid of it ourselves like this. Could you help, traveler? The high-altitude waterway. What a wonderful idea. Yes, wondrous indeed. The aquabus. Your designs were exquisite. Of that I have no doubt. You and Garcia worked together to move the statue on shore. It's you. Yes, it's you. The person in my dream. You were the director of the Remirian Academy of Sciences, in charge of all research projects. All was orderly, all went well, and it was true happiness. Hang on a moment. Why are you all repeating the phrase, true happiness? It's nice liking your research and all, but most people wouldn't emphasize it as being true happiness. There's something creepy about all this. But that's exactly what the person in the statue kept emphasizing to themselves, and they wholeheartedly believed in it. So this is how Phobos controlled people. He was a good man. Even after becoming a statue, he continued to worry about the other researchers, fret about unfinished research projects, and blamed himself for the latter. But something was not right, and I just couldn't say what. And only once I awakened did Mr. Babis tell me what was off. They were so focused on research that they never once spared a thought for themselves. This good person was just like all the others in their statues. They had no freedom. They just followed the invisible conductor's baton around. How did you know that they didn't have any control? That's right! You didn't know about Phobos at first, did you? Well, we found something that they were missing. What they were missing was a daydream. This is something that no researcher should lack. Is daydreaming really that important? Of course! If a researcher's mind might be compared to a fast-flowing river, then the daydream is a reef or rock upon which the torrent crashes and upon which waves of inspiration spray. Why can't birds fly? Why do trees grow? Why does rain fall from the sky? Why does the world have color? Without such daydreams, which simply come out of the blue, research would be as a pool of stagnant water. The daydream is the spark that every researcher is always pursuing, but knows not how to grasp. The intelligence of these two researchers is not in doubt, but they never daydreamed a thing in their long lives, nor did they ever display the slightest curiosity about anything else. For example, as I heard them speak, I thought of at least 3 ways to slow water corrosion and aquabus hulls and 2 ways to improve its form. And then I began to think that, by combining the previously mentioned proposals, we could build a small boat that could speedily traverse the water. As for me, I was inspired by the detailing of their waterway construction, and I began to conceptualize a design that could be set between 2 mountains, creating a large bridge that could allow all kinds of large transports to pass through. They only researched waterways and aquabuses, and were utterly uninterested in anything else, nor did any other inspiration come to them. This is impossible for any researcher. And as you told us about what happened in Rumeria, we finally found the answer to that mystery. These two researchers truly had no control over themselves. That is why we mourn them. That blind conductor's baton destroyed their inspiration and ruined their research. I almost became that villainous conductor. Why? I'm not. I never was. Could someone help me stop him from weeping in front of the statue? Grundlegen really does seem really sad. Allow me to help, sir. This is no place for a talk, so I suggest we return to town. Do you two gentlemen wish to bring any souvenirs back? No, we've taken more than enough. Huh? What did you take? Are you lugging these statues back with you? No, of course not. We're not taking anything nearly that heavy back with us. Good to see that you're in a good state of mind. Luton, help me grab his arm so we can get him out of here. He's been weeping for so long that he can barely stand. Traveler, we shall be counting on you to lead the way. No, I'm not. I won't become the person who tormented you. No, never, never. He's a real mess. To have seen someone's life in a dream before returning to reality and understanding the pain that person went through. Then finding out that what you thought was a dream was, in fact, real, and the life you bore witness to was also real. It's almost as if you'd lived a second life. I'll go make something to drink. Mind helping me out, Garcia? I'll be there. Lutong, watch over Grundlegen, will you? If it turns out his madness is an act... In that case, sir, I will make it so he need not feign pain. That said, you two look like you're doing just fine, Bubbies, Machant. We've just seen many people in our line of work trapped in similar situations. Although this is the first time I've seen such direct control. As to why Grundlegen reacted so strongly, we have a theory that comes from a more sentimental perspective. They say that the despicable have their eyes closed. Grundlegen used various methods to keep people under his thumb. But he had never before taken note of or personally experienced what it was like to be controlled. This time, he was forced to experience that pain for himself. And the ordeal seems to have made quite the impression. I I hope that impression will stay with him. So do we. After all, not everyone can have such an experience. Oh, by the way, you said that you'd already taken souvenirs with you. What did you get? We memorized the results of the work of those two researchers, and we have decided to follow in their footsteps, continuing their work along their lines of thinking. We're members of the Daydream Club. Adding a dash of the fantastical to our research work is what we do. You know what? I can't wait to design that little boat. I'll install the latest propulsion device in it too. Just you wait and see. I'm going to borrow Garcia's numbering machine in a bit to calculate the various parameters needed for that large-scale bridge. Yes, and we'll need to do a terrain survey too. I hope those two researchers will enjoy our daydream. And if they don't, they're free to enter our dreams again. We can debate the matter then. Daydreams truly are formidable power. As for me, once Mr. Grunlegen is able to walk, I shall hand him over to Officer Month. I doubt she thought that a matter this complex would end this way. I never became that sort of... No, I already am.